Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Friends and family of the class of 2023, welcome to the celebration of our dedication to education during these past 12 years. Before we start, I'd like to give my own personal thanks. I'd like to thank my family and friends, along with all of my fellow classmates, family and friends, and to the rest of this amazing community. Thank you for supporting us along this journey. Bellows Falls is a place where no matter the circumstances, you will always feel welcome here as a part of the community that genuinely cares. That genuine sense of belonging has enhanced and encouraged an endless list of students' success throughout these years here. When you turn a corner and meet someone completely new, and in just a matter of moments, you will discover that they knew your whole family while they grew up. I think many of us know what I'm talking about, and that's the part that makes this place so special. The next set of thanks goes out to the whole faculty at BFUHS, and I mean the entire staff. You have been extremely supportive for us every step of the way, from the amazing custodians to the cafeteria staff, you name it, you are all amazing. I know for a fact that every single one of my classmates has felt support from all of you. Thank you all so much for investing in something bigger than yourself throughout all of your years. Additionally, I'd like to thank all of the individuals who have been involved with making this day so special for all of us. The ceremony in Bellows Falls has always meant so much to our community, and I'd like to thank you all for making this possible for my fellow classmates and I to enjoy. I can happily say that even though we will be graduating today and taking our steps forward into our future, we will forever be alumni of this amazing place to continue this marvelous tradition. Again, a huge thanks to all who helped us each throughout this journey. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Hi everyone. I'd like to introduce my best friend, my co-captain, salutatorian, Jake Moore.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of my fellow speakers and classmates, we thank all of you for being here today. Resilience, noun, the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. My class 2023, finds our greatness and uniqueness through our resilience. As I contemplated my speech topic, I assured some friends I tried my best not to talk about COVID in my graduation speech, because I feel as though it's just a topic no one wants to talk about anymore. I'm tired of hearing the phrases trying times and unprecedented circumstances over the past 3 years. However, it is inevitable when one speaks about our class's high school journey without mentioning the years of pandemic that challenged, yet did not define our years at BFUHS. COVID arrived halfway through our freshman year and didn't leave until halfway through our senior year. Early on, we were confronted with online learning, limited school days, and isolation from friends and family. On top of this unexpected reality, we faced the loss of a precious, loving, and brilliant member of our class, school, and community. Years we were supposed to be free and live our lives as high schoolers and grow and develop, we encountered substantial hurdles in learning, both in and out of the classroom. However, here we stand, resilient, the moment we've waited for since we walked the halls of Bellows Junior High School, counting down the days until we walk across the stage. We adapted, persevered, and came out on top. And when I think about that phrase, adapted, persevered, and came out on top, there's something in particular I think of. A prime example, or a microcosm, so to speak, of our class's resilience is our journey of Winter Carnival. For those of you who may not know, BFUHS has a Winter Carnival, a day-long event where the 4 classes compete against each other in various activities in effort to be champions at the end of the day. As expected, our freshman year, we were new to the competition. We weren't familiar with the rules or any strategy to win. Although we gave it our best effort, we came in last place. Our sophomore year, we came more prepared. We had a better idea of what the events were and consequently how to win them. Just like our freshman year, we gave it our all, winning various competitions, including Noah's and my pie eating victory, which I fed and Noah ate. The humor regarding this scenario was the trash cans prepared for the eaters who had mouthfuls of pie. However, in our case, I ended up being the one who needed the trash can by my side. Being face to face with Noah gorging pie from his outstretched hands was not a pretty sight. Yet despite this grotesque moment and other valiant efforts, the class of 2023 came in last place for the 2nd year in a row. Now it's embarrassing. There's an excuse for getting last as a freshman, but not as a sophomore. So our junior year, we're on a mission. We participated heavily in Spirit Week, won even more events than years prior, and for the 2nd year in a row, we're champions in the pie eating contest. This time around, I had the honor of feeding Joey, who minded his manners much more than Noah. It was also this year we decided to make our shirts with the Where's Waldo theme, which was humorous, but not necessarily the most intimidating choice. By the end of the day, as we waited for Mr. Brawley to announce the placement, our class exuded confidence. We felt we had done everything we could to win, or at the very least, not be last place. But that was certainly not the case. In 4th place of the class of 2023. And to display our finest classiness and sportsmanship, we stood up, left the school before the remaining placements were announced. Last place for 3 straight years. Not a good look. But there are times of hardship and hopelessness when the weak fall, and the Bellows Junior High School class of 2023 thrives. Because when the 2023 Winter Carnival Games began, for the first time in 4 years, we were ready to win, and that we did. Displaying our well-roundedness by winning numerous events from car push to trivia, and of course, another pie eating contest victory from the hungriest guy I know. All jokes aside, at the end of this year's Winter Carnival, we defied the odds. Our class was 1st place. We'll now leave the school not only with a Winter Carnival victory, but a journey of adaptability and perseverance that will lead us a lifetime. We have the skills to triumph over obstacles in the real world. Whether it's a chocolate pie or a job interview, we have proven what it takes to be successful. We have the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. We are resilient. Thank you. I'd like to welcome Grace Warriors with courageous contributions.
Hi, everyone. Speaking up when no one wants to listen and speaking up when people are ready to listen are both difficult tasks, oddly enough. In the first case, one must speak loud enough for an audience to take them seriously, and in the second instance, you must hold yourself to a certain standard, refraining from speaking too much as to assume arrogance. Balance and self-discipline are undoubtedly required for both. Over the past 6 years, I've spoken before many groups of people, advocating for many different concerns and causes that demand awareness and attention. As a young person, the nature of this advocacy never fails to evoke my intense anxiety. However, over time, my voice has found an increased sense of comfort when speaking on issues that must be addressed. Morally, I am quite incapable of ignoring the injustices that I've seen and continue to witness. And while it is scary, bringing awareness to such issues is more than worth it. And I encourage every one of you to harness the courage to step out of your comfort zone, even just a little bit, to seek justice in a world that needs your activism, your hope, and your bravery. Your voices matter. Inhibition is a vulnerable state, but it is one in which we can grow and thrive immensely. This is only the beginning of discovering more about yourself and flourishing in the greater world, and the discomfort is more than worth it. For without leaving our comfort zones, how will we grow as individuals? Avoiding taking a stand and choosing to remain silent simply because you believe others will not want to hear what you have to say is a fear many hold. However, the rich contribution you bring to the table is a loss too great to submit to fear. It is often said, and it is often true, that we are our own worst critics. Therefore, you have no idea how valuable your input or voice could be, or how much someone is anticipating to hear your thoughts. With that being said, your input, your voice, your thoughts, they are all more abundant in importance and value than you can even begin to imagine. Be gentle with yourself and understand that you belong at the table and that you deserve to be heard. Activism is a beautiful thing in which those that are the quietest among us can become the strongest voices at the forefront of a cause. It is a falsehood to believe that you must be an extroverted, loud, and extremely confident person in order to be effective in your activism and advocacy. This narrative prevents individuals from taking that first step into speaking up for themselves and what they believe in. I mean, just think of all the rich dialogue and connections we have lost because of this narrative. It may have silenced you, molding a self-perception that you were unqualified to speak out. Nothing could be further from the truth. Thank you. I'd like to welcome Austin Mallon to the podium with Wacky Years.
Wow, what a wacky set of years it's been. To think, just 4 years ago, we had arrived at the high school as freshmen. It is even crazier to think that we are now graduating. What happened over these wacky years? Well, a lot. There have been good moments and not so good moments. But no matter the moment, we persevered. I'd even dare to say that we could be considered the underdogs of the Wyndham Northeast School District. Each and every one of us came from a different part of Southern Vermont to work together as a group of wacky individuals. When thinking of our class, a quote comes to mind that many of you will recognize that truly defines us. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. For those who don't know, these are the opening lines to the Bee Movie. Just like the bees, we face challenges that some may think are impossible, but we didn't. We didn't care if most thought it was impossible. We would make it possible just to prove them wrong. You want examples? Don't worry, I got several. We lost all the winter carnivals our first 3 years of high school. Did we think a win was impossible? No, and we won this year. COVID hit our school hard and caused us to change the very way we learn. Did we give up because of this? No, and we persevered. Our 8th grade year, we went to war with the Go Guardian Tyrant. Did we lose hope because our tabs kept getting closed? No, and because of this, we beat the tyrant. These have definitely been some wacky years, and some of the wackiest have yet to unfold. Some of us are going to college, and others are going to trade school, which, just the thought of, is intimidating, insane, and exciting all at once. A few of us even have jobs ready for us right after this ceremony, which speaks to the volumes of hard work we are willing and ready to put forth. No matter what path we take, we will always be the class of 2023, the strongest and the wackiest. In closing, one final remark. Remember everyone, graduate, teacher, parent, administration, community members, guests. If a task feels impossible, consider the logic of a bee. Bees don't care what others think is impossible, because anything is possible. I'd like to welcome up Juliana McDermott with Memories Beyond These Walls.
I used to be shy and quiet. If you had told me a few years ago that I would be up on stage in front of a crowd like we have today, I would have given you the look. I remember this moment in the back of my mind when Mr. Broadley was speaking in front of a crowd of us 8th graders in the auditorium. He talked a lot, but honestly, I only remember him saying that high school was going to fly by fast. I never truly believed him until now. Coming in freshman year, I think it's safe to say that everyone was a little intimidated. Big friend groups are a thing here, and arriving as a freshman was very unsettling. Myself, I was concerned coming into high school, for I never truly had a huge group of friends, but I had several strong bonds. I found comfort from field hockey alongside 4 other teammates who are sitting in front of me today. We have been together building so many memories, mostly good ones, but a few bad ones we laughed off. The 5 of us have such a strong connection. Winning state sophomore year will remain a forever memory I have with these girls. For we stood on the field with shaky hands as the crowds and stands went wild. As the cheers came to an end, the final bus was parked, and it was our last time singing the school song down the driveway. Naturally, we will always have a quality bond. One thing I have learned throughout my high school journey is the idea that quality instills much more value than quantity. What is quality? Everyone has their own definition of quality, but for me, it signifies a genuine human being. To instill a genuine incentive to make people better, to lift people up, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves, to reassure someone when they are down, an intimate or real conversation, the silly things we all do in life that make it much more enjoyable, joking around, and overall laughing. Laughing is very important. I can speak for my class when I say the quality of our connection has grown despite all 61 members. I believe all of us know a certain someone who embodies all these features as a quality friend. This person has given our class a quality bond that will last our entire lives, and it continues to strengthen over time because of her energy. We know her as Jada. At this moment, I would like to invite all of us as a community to share a moment of silence to honor our good friend Jada. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for Jada. There's no question that Jada's presence shines down on us today. It is likely, if you listen, that it remains present during our most rewarding moments. I believe Jada would want us to celebrate graduating and beginning a new chapter in our lives, bringing her with us. May the memories you made through high school carry us into life beyond these walls and break our falls. I would now like to invite Kayla Gia to the podium with Taking the Leap.
I wasn't originally going to write a speech. My original thought process was, I don't really have anything to say that everyone hasn't already heard before. But then I remembered I took a risk last year, which ended up changing the course of the next year of my life. Last spring, I was scrolling through Instagram, and I stumbled across a video of a large plastic Easter Island head sitting in someone's house. The absurdity of the stone head was so intriguing that I instantly sought out to find one just like it. To my surprise, I found exactly what I was looking for $80. This was more money than I felt I should be spending on a joke. And as I debated with myself for over a week, asking myself, was the joke really worth $80? And what if other people thought it was really stupid? I eventually decided that the risk was more than worth it. At the very least, I was going to make myself laugh. However, I didn't want my parents to find out I had spent so much money on something most people would find ridiculous. That's when I got the idea to buy an Amazon gift card with cash and give it to Tyler, a friend who loved the idea.
This ingenuity ended up working, granting me a new co-pilot. The Stonehead, as it became known, was an instant hit, and everyone who saw it hoped for a photograph alongside it, or they simply wanted to get a glance at it. This is how the first few weeks unfolded, despite the fact my parents still hadn't seen the Stonehead. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous to imagine how they'd react to such a weird purchase. This all came to a head when one day my mom had to move my car. She had quite a shock when there was something human-like sitting in the passenger seat. Instantly, she approached me with questions. When I told my parents what it was and the story behind it, they came on board and joined in on the joke. But I still didn't tell them how much it cost. To this day, they think I spent $35 on it. In the following weeks, I decided it was time for the Stonehead to have its own Instagram page. It was an instant hit, and I had people from all over interacting with this little joke I've been so unsure people would find funny. By the end of the summer, I had people from over a dozen different high schools taking pictures of this thing. The Stonehead's reputation continued to grow, helping to fuel the football rivalry between BF and Brad, which eventually led to a heist plan where it was stolen from me at the state game. When a few classmates and I were able to retrieve the Stonehead, a local band reached out to me and asked if I wanted to go to their show and help them promote themselves and the Stonehead. I was astonished at the Stonehead's reach. People from outside of school were now taking notice of the statue. Within a short time, I caught wind of reports of people on the other side of the state asking fellow classmates about the Stonehead and asking the story behind it. Through this crazy purchase, I was able to meet so many people and be a part of some bizarre circumstances that I never would have encountered had I never taken a leap of faith, taken a chance on something I found funny. This whole situation taught me that there are times in life when taking one leap of faith opens up so many doors that we never would have imagined. While I'm not pushing for everyone to take the first opportunity that comes their way, I am pushing for everyone to take chances, because you never know. There might just be a Stonehead waiting for you on the other side. I would like now to introduce Mary Wallace, the valedictorian, with Mediocrity, or the best, or the most wonderful thing in the world.
Welcome, honored guests, teachers, staff, family, friends, and us, the class of 2023. Thank you for making it out here on this lovely Thursday evening, and congratulations, fellow graduates, we did it. I was in Providence this past spring on a trip organized by our arts program. There was this piece in the RISD Museum, something colorful and chaotic on individualism, and I remember the artist's statement began, "We waste our lives doing things we don't want to do." Things, I can only imagine, consists of all that we do because we feel we have to. We earn a diploma to work a job, to make money, so that eventually at some arbitrary future date, we can settle down and be happy. A friend of mine commented earlier this year, "I feel I'm wasting my youth in the form of investment." And I couldn't help but feel the same way. I've sacrificed time and energy and often peace of mind, all in the name of education, as though the pursuit of knowledge will someday return greater value than the childhood I've renounced to obtain it. Learning is one of those things we have to do. We don't know enough at present, and the truth is we likely never will. Our lives will be encompassed by the process of chasing the world and our aspirations, learning a trade, adulting, life lessons, and all the supplementary whatnot. But our expectations of what we should know and achieve often surpass reality, and in 10 years, it will be easy to fall into a trap of dismay over our mediocrity, a cycle wherein we are unhappy, unsatisfied, and the process of living is a waste of our lives. If the class of 2023 has taught me anything, it's that you don't need to be the best at something. In fact, you don't even really need to be good to have fun. We have an infamously bad Winter Carnival record, and it's not for lack of spirit. It's because we were wrongfully disqualified from the car push in 2022. This is also the first school year in a long time that we haven't hung a single banner in the gym. We haven't been particularly successful as a class, or overtly talented. We're like, okay. We've also dealt with a pandemic during our time here, and we've seen a plethora of staff turnover, which hasn't been great, and we've dealt with loss. Despite all that, despite our average existence, I admire our ability as a class to create a sense of community and enthusiasm in the face of bad luck and low expectations. We have Where's Waldo, and the Stonehead, and that one meme Austin made of our middle school assistant principal's face on Humpty Dumpty. We've held revolutions, and we hid 400 tiny rubber ducks in the school building, so underclassmen, good luck with that.
I would like all of my fellow graduates to take a moment to look under their chairs, where they will find tiny rubber ducks as a memento to commemorate these past 13 years. The process of earning this diploma has been undoubtedly one of the most fun ordeals I've ever undergone. It's less a sign of mastery than it is a symbol of 13 years of shenanigans. Yes, I've learned the basic tenets of a secondary education, like how to write an essay and use a graphing calculator and half-ass the science lab the day it was due. Sorry, Miss Murray. But I've also learned how to enjoy the process of doing things. It's not just the grades you get or your class rank or checking off graduation requirements. For the past 13 years, I've enjoyed coming to school. And for those who know me, sometimes I stay a little bit too long after the bell rings. I've enjoyed the lively discussion and debate in our social studies department, and playing hangman on those clear touch boards that don't work, and cafeteria talks, and the sense of belonging you feel when people greet you in the hallways, and the way that with a small school, I'm still able to play sports, and do band, and drama club, and take challenging courses all at once. And although I've been a stressed out teenager, it has been the happiest of stresses. Moving forward, there will be things we don't want to do, like tax returns and all the other unglorified aspects of adulting. We'll also have to work. We'll have debt. Mail will never be fun again. But I hope we never feel as though we are wasting our lives. Graduations and other successes are worth celebrating, but life isn't made of moments like these, and its enjoyment should not hinge on their existence. It's made of mediocrity, learning moments, times when we're failing or sacrificing or doing nothing remarkable at all. This isn't to say we shouldn't challenge ourselves. I'd be a hypocrite to say that, and I don't believe it's true. We should challenge ourselves, but we should like being challenged. We shouldn't make our lives difficult for the sole reason of achieving an end goal, because then our lives will just feel more difficult. Our existence is made up of the process of getting somewhere, and that process becomes a chore when we view it as one of those things we don't want to do. The class of 23 is unique in our ability to amuse ourselves, to turn very little into the sort of experience you appreciate being around for, that you want to be around for. I have thoroughly enjoyed the process of earning this diploma, despite how mediocre we may have been, and that in itself is a wonderful thing. So, class of 2023, regardless of what's next in our lives, may we never waste them. Thank you.
And now, graduates, family, and friends, we will have the presentations of the diplomas.
Can't see. They're just fun. Sorry. Short people problems. All right. Caden Reed Haskell, Class President, National Honor Society. Cameron James Gage, Class Secretary. Haley Joe Aldrich. Noah Jacob Akama. Dana Lee Blair. Sheridan Elizabeth Clark. Aaliyah Marie Cox. Samuel John Riley Desmond. Jenna Nicole Dolliff, National Honor Society. Princess Melody Sales Edelor. Jaden Aliikai Farnsworth. Caleb Giacomo Gia, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society. Emma Maureen Hillick. Ezra Thomas Holloway. Phaedra Ann Celebresi, class treasurer. Jake Christopher Moore, class vice president, salutatorian, and National Honor Society. Joseph Bruce Jakes. Jesse Michael Jeffrey. Gavin Austin Scott Joy, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society. Peter James Camel. Alyssa Charlotte Rose Keith. Mason Alexandra Laprise. Alexander Timothy Leonard. Wyatt Richard Lescord. Gosh, I thought you were following. Carl George Long. National Honor Society. Ashlyn Payun Maxfield, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society. Alana Gabrielle McAllister, National Honor Society. Juliana Irene McDermott, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society. Gwendolyn Russell McGrath, National Honor Society. Chloe Marlene Mellish, National Art Honor Society. Jacob James Milbauer. Madison May Moranci. Hunter Allen Morey. Hannah Grace Neff. Jameson Eric Nystrom. Diamond Elizabeth Merrill Oaks. Sierra Lynn Parker Fletcher. Rowan Elizabeth Perkins. Dylan Matthew Perry. Isabel Grace Perry, National Honor Society. Faith Lee Jean Picard. Raymond Michael Plummer, National Technical Honor Society. Olivia Kimberly Rebetz. Alexander Rowe. Trenton Russell Rumrell. John Mulligan Sherrill. Noah Taylor Simino. Tyler Burt Sprague, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society. Layla Elizabeth Sullivan, National Art Honor Society. Lucas William Purdy. Tyler Eugene Thomas. Jake Antonio Tretler. Mary Hannah Wallace, valedictorian, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society. Grace Elizabeth Warriors, National Honor Society, Student Council President. Wiley Willem Woods.
Remember, you're the tackle dude.
Stand right there. I'm gonna stand right here.
Family and friends, I give you the class of 2023.
Family and friends, I'd like to ask once again Mr. Caden Haskell to come up and give us the closing remarks.
First, I'd like to congratulate all you guys. Congratulations. Well, to the class of 2023, before we leave BFUHS as students here at our beloved school for the last and final time, I'd like to leave one last message to our class. Even though we will no longer be students at BFUHS, I'd like you to bring what you've learned from Bellows Falls to all your next steps in life. We have learned what it means to be a part of a community laced with positivity. Negativity is like a cancer. It takes over and spreads rapidly, and with that, people will not thrive. But by carrying a positive mindset, we can create a place where life can fully flourish. There are two things I've learned we can control in life: attitude and effort. And by bringing the best in both of these assets, we will surely succeed no matter what we may be involved in, and you will help all others involved as well. Please strive to be a part of things bigger than yourself. Now, I know realistically, to step away from our comfort in our lives may be intimidating, and may be a little scary for some. I know I'm guilty of that. But I know that we will all get through everything that stands in front of us in our futures. Don't be afraid to get knocked down. Everyone will. It just takes you to get back up and keep on going. So as we all are going to be moving on from this chapter in our lives, be that person people can depend on. Be that radiant ball of light that shines on people's dark days. Because sometimes on your own dark days, those people will reflect the light you have shined on them. What goes around, comes around. Finally, and most importantly, smile, and enjoy every moment you have on this earth, and enjoy it to the fullest extent. Spread kindness, give your love, be empathetic, laugh, cry, but always be that helping hand. Take every moment dearly and share these precious moments with the ones closest to you. Enjoy it all, please. Thank you, and congratulations to the entire class of 2023.
Thank you, Caden. Now I'd like to ask Miss Heather Murphy to come up and give us the Alumni Award that they're all patiently waiting.
Congratulations, graduates. Goodness, how can I follow that one, John? Let's take two. This year's Alumni Award recipient is an optimistic, caring, and humble person who not only models dedication and commitment in the classroom and on the field, they model compassion and care for everyone in the school community. This year's recipient is an excellent student who challenged themselves academically through high school, adding more demanding classes each year. Their positivity is contagious, and their desire to be involved in all aspects of the school is exemplary. When looking for role models, this student stands out as a true terrier who has shown their peers how to hold their head high, win or lose, through good times and bad. This year's recipient once said that they want everyone to think they have a friend in him, and it is clear that he has accomplished this. In recent messages between this individual and myself, I reminded him he would be holding his class officer position for the rest of his life. Some may be intimidated by this information, but this young man, his reply, "I'll be around all the time. I love this place, it's home." I think someone may soon understand the alumni fever I spoke of last night. I am thrilled to announce this year's recipient of the Alumni Award is Caden Haskell.